Hello everyone, I am Nuda the Second and today we are here for some little track testing for the new season. As we always gonna be testing on the submitted tracks or the tracks that were submitted for this brand new season, season 16 of Ultimate League. And we're just gonna check some of these tracks as you can see here. There is not obviously not all of them. It's pretty far from it. But basically the tracks that I picked were the ones that I thought would be interesting to look at, and some tracks that I was interested in, or the other tracks that I wanted to sort of remind how do they drive, so you can see like Sintra, Parola, Cartagena were like tracks that are already driven before, but kind of was just wanted to remind how do they drive. And Parola is because I like Parola. I'm gonna give 5 to that track again. I do not give a shit what are the other people's opinions. And also there are some tracks I don't really put because I think I'm gonna give it a low rating without even trying, because I can already see from the size that the tracks will be like sleep fests, and I'm just not even gonna bother. I'm sorry. So, and because this video will just be long, so I just try to pick the essential. And holy shit, this. Also, I have to get myself used again to the car, as I've been driving some very different cars, like cars with much less excel, much less turn rate, overall harder cars to drive, and I'm just not used to the turn rate of this car yet, so I guess I'll have to get used to that again. Jesus Christ, I'm so bad now. I'd say I think Sintra is an interesting track to drive, although it has these sort of big straights that I wish were not there, but I do believe it has some potential. No, I don't know why the fuck these have a huge ass speed lane. But I'm gonna drive some tracks until I feel sort of comfortable with the track. Not really gonna worry if I'm getting like beaten by, I don't know, Corvid or something in time trial, because as you can see I'm not even doing time trial. I don't really give a shit. I'm just gonna enjoy and see what I think of the tracks. Something I was really curious about. And again, not putting all the tracks because I think this will make a very long video. I guess I could make it with parts, but there are some tracks that I know. Okay, this looks awful. And then there's Makina's Fuji, which I'm very sorry, but I already did a better Fuji Speedway before. And it must be said, it's the same with Solver. I don't want to see someone making a track just make it worse than what I did before. Like Levy once made Hungaroring, which felt so unnecessary because I already submitted mine. And then in the end it was my Hungaroring that got in. Or I think mine actually got because of a returning track vault, not because of a normal vault, I believe. Yeah, I think that was actually what happened, or was it or maybe no, maybe that was a very long time ago, like season 10, which was when the track first got in. Yeah, it's very interesting. I have this sort of fast wiggle section. In this part here, I'm always touching the grass at some point. Fuck me. Maybe there's some interesting wiggles here. I actually find it very interesting. I don't know exactly what to vote on this track so far. It could be like a 3 or a 4 actually. Though again, I feel like it's a shame it does have some big straights. I guess it's alright, you can't just have corners and corners and corners. I'm always touching the grass there, Jesus fucking Christ. I'm already driven a good 7 laps. So, but yeah, none of them really felt like even satisfying yet because of my skill issue so far. But yeah, I guess we can skip or end this one. Now this one is completely new to me, I believe. I don't even remember the name now. I could see that it was French track. Holy shit! Quality-wise, it looks so much different compared to what I was seeing in the track preview image. Seems to have a very interesting, very Abu Dhabi kind of start here. Although I like Abu Dhabi in the end, you know, that sort of squared turns. Holy shit, okay, this is... Okay, decoration wise it is very cool, although it's not really my priority. Like, I only wanna care about decoration if it's shit. But if you make something that is amazing and looks extra realistic, I'm not gonna vote well because of that. Some people really got... Like when Danimator would make a track with amazing decoration, some people really just got blind by the decoration and just thought that the track should get in purely because of that, not because of the track itself, which got me pissed sometimes. Like fucking Hell Valley was so terrible to race at. It was very fun to drive, but the closed walls and all of that, it really made it a very complicated track, especially when we were racing with much bigger cars, and it was just really hard to overtake, and it was a very crashy track actually. I'm actually enjoying this one. I was a bit skeptical about this one because I feel like some of the turns was just very separated by each other, but I think it's actually a pretty fun track. Yeah, I'm actually liking it. It has some sort of historic F1 track kind of feel, where it has some, feels like semi purpose built, semi street. And that's the thing about a lot of vintage F1 tracks, is that a lot of them were like very were like done on public roads, which includes like Spa, for example, which then later on with some constructions became basically a purpose built track, and obviously a lot smaller because in the past I used to go through some public roads that would make it a very, very fast type of track. And I'm liking this track actually, very fun. Might really give this one a 4 at least. Although I still have to improve my driving. Yeah, this is not really up to standard now. Up to my standards, I guess. But yeah, it would be interesting to see what could I do at my best with proper practice on this track, because it feels very fun actually. Surprisingly one actually. Even the sections where we don't see turns you know, not really bothered me that much. Yeah, actually I like this track. So it's Saint Croix, I don't know. Right here, this is a track that I feel it really works well. Parole Casualty. I feel like you really have to be a bit on edge here on this track. Like very fast turns, but really have to nail the turning a little bit. Like this, have to connect those two turns, and they sort of fit very nicely. This one as well. Looks like Levy removed the red flares. for the red smoke. And even this final part, like you have to time it well as well. Like here, you're really driving it to sort of edge. This with like low tire wear will be quite fun. Yeah, low tire wear with low grip because of the tire wear will be quite fun actually. I'm always touching the grass there. But yeah, it looks very simple, but I don't think it will really be a slipfest kind of track. Kinda find it hard. Though it could be in a way, but I don't know. Maybe like what Cremona was. Yeah, here you have to sort of brake late if you feel around the inside. It starts really with the oh, look at this. And I'm kind of far from nailing this track yet, but it is very fun. Yeah, this part is a lot easier for some reason compared to the... I still cannot do the final or the penultimate turn that well. See, those two turns are quite hard to just properly connect. Alright, here, shit. Oh my god. Also, you can use some of the curves as references. I don't know, I think it's a very fun track to drive. Really nicely done, I'd say. Oh, I guess it was decent. Let's just try at least one more lap. You can tell that I've driven this track more times. I should actually make AI lines on this as an act of respect. Maybe, man, actually, why didn't I make AI lines video, my AI line tutorial on this track? That's sort of what I should have done. If I only like got that idea before. It could be interesting, like how I would make AI lines on this track. Like, interesting to see how would I be able. But it's a lovely track, I'd say. It's small, simple. Doesn't really need much. But yeah, there's turns like relatively close, especially on that first half. And yeah, I like it a lot. Okay, so we got Puerto Vallarta. Let me see how many tracks do I have to test. So here we got 10. Okay, so we do this one, and then I guess the next one. And we're gonna end this video as I will click it and make part 2 right next. So that the video doesn't become like 1 hour long or something. And I feel like I do have this issue where I make videos like this and I think, oh, okay, this should be just 20 minutes, and suddenly I see it's like 50 minutes or 45 minutes. Like, time just passes by so fucking quickly, it's incredible. Okay, this interesting one. Feels like a larger Sofia track. This also screams craft. Like the scenery and stuff. Holy shit, I saw that's a pyramid. Some kind of pyramid there. Right. I could use that curve. Alright, I actually like this sort of slalom kind of thing. Oh my god, yeah, it's a big ass pyramid there. Oh, even that fast section can be very interesting. So far I'm actually liking the track, but that's because I'm just really testing the cool ones, in my opinion, of course. I could be driving better, but right now this is what I can do. I think I got more used to the car now, I guess. But I was still not really pushing for the limits of this track. Okay, much nicer lap. Let's try it again now. I really did not poke enough. This is the thing, like you really need to know how the next corner is influencing the turn that you are currently doing. Like you can't just think about the turn that you're doing, you have to think about the next one as well. For a Handlines tutorial could be an interesting track as well. Because of this, because I feel like this could be where people struggle, maybe. Usually the trick is to prioritize like the next turn. But it really depends. If the next turn is like a larger one, then you can almost just care about the first turn, let's say. Holy shit, yeah, now really. Alright. Finally use some of that car. Very nice track. Well, now we got Yorkshire circuit. I believe this was actually posted before. Or submitted before. If I'm not wrong. Okay, let's try this one. It starts with a very... The first turn is way too large for my comfort, not gonna lie. Also, if I'm not wrong, it has that Hanani decoration, but it clearly... Yeah, it has Drozdov layouts. And I can see some ruffiness, like it's like there's some extra dots that didn't really need it to be here. Because there's this sort of little curves. I bet if I would open this on the track editor there I would just see a lot of dots to the left if I wanted to make lines here. Also, this ending reminds me so much of Matchtangart from season 12. It's so similar, like it's just give me some flashbacks. And the thing is that I didn't even race there. Not in a real race at least, I did some mocks there. Oh shit. It's interesting in a way, but it does have some awkward parts, this track. Also the little curves feel so unnecessary, it's so unnatural. It feels more like a karting track or something. Like I feel like it could be a little bit polished, the track. Like that part there could be straight, but no, it has some little curves there. It don't really affect much, but it's weird to look at. Like this part here, that is like for nothing, literally. Like either you make it, although you probably would need to take more space, but like the angles of those turns should be a lot bigger. Otherwise, it's just useless, you know. Like you'll be there for nothing. It's just making it tighter. I'd rather just make this like flat. Like it's really for nothing. But it's not a bad track overall. But okay, it's 28 seconds, which I guess is I guess it's what could be expected. It is a very looking short track. I actually like this final turn. Let's try maybe one more lap. Jesus, that was a massive improvement there. Yeah, it's interesting, but compared to the others, it feels like it falls a bit behind. If you ask me. But yeah, let's then go now. Black Sea Moscow, I guess that was what it said. I think this is a Lil 1 track. What's not Lil? It's the track itself. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I was kind of curious about this one, but I did saw that, yeah, this is too long. Jesus fucking Christ. Yep. Seems clearly inspired by Soshi, if this is not a real track. Also, decoration wise, this these yellow things around the track, this should have been like done outside the game with a different color, in my opinion. And since this is Russia, you could just use like red and blue like in certain parts, and it will instantly improve this track quite a lot. But of course, it should have a consistent width, because this is weird. Like it has some parts that are thinner, other parts that are longer. And I like in Paint.net, this would have been easily fixed and done in a consistent way. But yeah, this track is not really gonna. Yeah, not exactly the type of track I like to have in UL. Big ass fucking straight, look at this. Then it's 90-degree turn. The fact that it has some extra space as well doesn't really help. Can easily cut that turn. Yeah, it's. Yeah. I could see some people just randomly voting this track pretty high. But it's not gonna be me, that's for sure. Also 40 seconds, Jesus. And he's 14 seconds off freaking straights. See, it's not gonna. I was sort of giving a chance to this track. Like maybe I would be wrong, because I don't know, man. I think this layout would be a lot more interesting if the track itself was just smaller. Like just reduce 1/4 of the track size and it would change a lot. So if this track was around 30 seconds lap time, although it wouldn't be 30 seconds lap time because then most of the turns would be a lot. What can I say? Like a lot of the turns would be tighter suddenly, and that would obviously make the track slower overall. Meaning it would be less than a quarter save time, but yeah, but either way, it does have some interesting parts, but but it's like the distance between each turn, like that's what I don't like. But yeah, it's not exactly. I'll give this a 2 actually. No, I think this is Nijani. And it's funny, when I look at bullet tracks, you can easily make like a bingo. And here's what I will include on that bingo. First is extremely hard track to drive even for UL midfielders. So basically a high skill gap kind of track. Also the setting is always on a beach type of setting. Also it's localized in a very unrealistic place. Like this one or... Holy shit, oh my god. I'm impressed by that final turn. Jesus Christ, Buddha really does calculate the turns pretty well. But as I was saying... Holy sh... Damn. I'm giving this shit a 5. I actually give this shit a 5. Jesus Christ. Is this real gravel? Ah, fuck, it's hard to compare. Other things I could put on the bingo. How it has palm trees, because yeah, this is kind of self-explanatory. Always had sand as well, random sand like very next to the track. Even if it's not real sand, he always puts sand. But yeah, some of these things are sort of repeated. And yeah, once in a while you might have some sections that really make sense, but Jesus Christ, this was really perfectly calculated. Feels like a Jedi. Like a Jedi made for UR2D. And that's a compliment. Like the sort of fast left and right. Yeah. But yeah, this I will really not give a shit if I'll get destroyed by Bull on this track. Because it's a very fun experience of a track. Oh my god, that final turn. Actually perfectly done. Bull really, when he says that he tricks each turn to really make it fit nicely, I think he really was saying the truth. Like, Jesus Christ, this feels like was done by fucking by scientists or mathematicians. Actually, yeah, wait, mathematicians, is that what it's, is that really the name? I think it is. Yeah, I feel like some mathematicians were like making this track. Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, other thing that could be added for the Buddha track bingo, it's the sea. I can see that, or it's design always that color. I think you feel like he uses the same image and fits it nicely somewhere. Also, it's usually like the color of the track are usually like vibrant. And the runoffs, like the runoffs has quite a lot of detail or some sort of interesting design. Like Paradise had that sort of galaxy kind of thing. And it was on a very fucking unlikely setting as well, or place, which was freaking Venezuela. Like, in all of the places that he could have chosen, he chooses Venezuela, man. He could have gone for something like Singapore, or some of the Muslim countries, or the Middle East countries. That would make a lot more sense, because I could see like some rich Arab guy like spending shit tons of money on a F1 type of track with like a theme park around it and all of that. This is the thing. Like, another thing that could be added to the bingo would be that these tracks in real life will be built in Middle East. Essentially, that's basically it. So a lot of the things are to the Buddha track bingo, they all just sort of complement each other. And yeah, another thing that could have been added to the bingo would be the deep fried filter, but that's no longer a thing. Thank God. Buddha saw that it was not good for it was not a good thing to be deep frying our eyes. But damn, I actually enjoying this track. And I'm not even nailing it yet. Certain parts you can see there are just making shit tons of mistakes. Also, too early there. But I like the track. I was actually very excited to try this one. Yeah, I guess it's enough. Either the 4